Hi, this is Irene from the Garden of Beaden. Obviously tonight I'm not at the Garden of Beaden, I'm in my kitchen because it's easier just to do this bottle cutting here than it is in the store. Tonight I want to show you this G2 bottle cutter that we do carry in the store for cutting wine bottles and beer bottles. I already have it all lined up here and ready to go, but I want to tell you something about this cutter. When you do need to make adjustments, don't use pliers on these wing nuts, they will break. Just use a dish towel. So I'm going to set the cutter in the bottle, and I've already lined it up a nice distance here. And when I do my cutting, I do it over a dish towel, so it will pick up any little pieces of glass that come off when I do the cutting. Very important is to keep the same amount of pressure on the bottle. Don't come in real hard and then lighten up and then get hard. Just keep the same amount of pressure. So I am going to start my cut. Takes me just about 5 turns, I think, to get all the way around here. Maybe 6. And when your lines do meet, you're going to hear a little snap. That looks like a nice cut. So now the technique that we're going to use is called a thermal technique. So we're going to go into a tall pan of hot water. It needs to be either bubbling, boiling, or 180 to 200 degrees. We are just a little over 200 degrees, so we're good. And you just want to hold it in there about 30 seconds. Roll it around. Now if I did hold it in straight, it does cover the entire score line that I do have. So taking it from the boiling water over into the cold water. I've got this set and ready to go with cold water and ice. And again, making it so that it's tall enough, or deep enough rather, that I can dip the whole score line in there. Now if it works out just perfect, it'll usually just pop off. But I can see although it didn't pop off, it is breaking through pretty nicely. I'm going to go one more time into the hot water and then into the cold. I think we'll have it. So back into the hot water. And we're at a nice boil in here. And it is warm on your hands, so you have to be careful. And then back into the cold. Now, although it didn't pop off, I can tell that the line is all the way through. So I'm going to very carefully and lightly just pull it apart. Oh, oh, yes. And we have success. Now, I'm not saying that this works 100% of the time. It is definitely practice getting your score line to meet up just right. And then going from the hot to the cold. But I'm going to say I have about a 95% success rate, which I really do think is pretty good. Just keep practicing if your glass fractures in a bad way. I want to show you something that we do with these. When we turn the top upside down in here like this, what it is a nice, it makes a nice self-watering vase where we put clothesline in first, tie it up into a knot, put it down, and then put some soil in here with a little water in the jar, and that works nice for kind of vase. Also, if you cut up higher, you get a pretty interesting shape and a nice vase. I didn't have a real flower to put in here for the demonstration, so I had to just find what I had around the house. So, just remember, practice makes perfect, and the more you do it, just the easier it will get. Thanks for watching. Till next time.